Hey guys, it's me, Elotica, and if you forgot who I was because I haven't posted in 2 years, I don't blame you. I know I've been gone for a very long time, but I promise I've just been really busy. So, extremely busy. I really haven't been that busy. It's just I'm in college, so you know that kind of takes priority sometimes, and I've also just kind of been burned out for inspiration. Nothing's really, you know, struck a chord with me, or so I thought, because last night my good friend sent me this picture, and it sent me down a spiral. I don't know if you guys remember Tobuscus, but he was this YouTuber, or still is this YouTuber, who, I mean, at one time he made parodies, songs, animations, he did gameplay, vlogs, everything, right? He was just kind of a variety YouTuber, and he was one of the biggest. He was up there with the greats, right? In the heyday of PewDiePie and Smosh and all of those guys. He was up there, and I was a huge fan. Just to prove that I was a huge fan, here's a picture of me meeting him at Playlist Live. I think I was about 12 in this picture, something like 2014. Yeah, I would have been about 12. And somehow I'm the better looking one in this picture now. So, thanks, Mr. Buscus. So yeah, I was a huge fan back in middle school, but a little after this picture was taken here, he kind of got wrapped up in this whole Me Too movement sort of scandal, which did not make him look good. Some exes came out to talk about how he treated them, and there was a lot of very negative things to be said. Allegedly. I figured that after the whole scandal, his channel just kind of went dormant, and I was kind of right. His main channel is really empty. He doesn't post on it very frequently, and he really hasn't since everything went down. But, you know, he does have some videos on there. At one point, he was making Christmas song parodies of his own songs.
Nuggets roasting on an open fire.
And he did a crayon coloring video.
Color this in. This is a shoulder. Okay.
So he's been up to some big stuff. He also dabbles in comedy, if you're not convinced.
Oh my god. Hey. Could you do me a favor? I'll owe you my life. Just throw me under your car seat or something before somebody comes down here. Throw me under the car seat and then go through the drive-thru and order like a 2 20-piece chicken McNugget.
Yeah. This was kind of weird to me because when I saw this, I really didn't understand how he made the jump from Happy Wheels to Kyle Rittenhouse. But then I remembered he had a second channel. He had a vlog channel. And that's where all the gold was, baby! That's where everything is! So today I just wanted to take a look and see what he's been posting, because he's really active on his second channel. He's always posting these unedited vlogs where he talks, and he talked about meeting Kyle Rittenhouse. So I wanted to look at this and a couple other controversial videos and just kind of get a picture of who Toby has become in the last few years since his fall from grace, shall we say. So why don't we take a look? So his most recent video is about his experience with Kyle Rittenhouse, like I said, and it's just as bad as I thought it would be. He sits here for 12 minutes and complains about blue-haired liberals.
What do the blue-haired people do? They just scream. They just, right? I don't know if they're actually violent.
He compares Kyle Rittenhouse to Batman, which was a weird moment.
We love Batman. You know, we love this hero. He goes out, the city's burning down, Gotham's burning, and he puts himself right in the line of danger, right? We teach our kids to do that by making those movies. And you blame Kyle, a child.
He loves the police. Oh my god. He's in love with them. He loves authority, and it's really great. He just kind of rambles the whole video until you get towards the end, and then you realize exactly what the video is actually about. He's using Kyle Rittenhouse as sort of this platform to rebuild his own career.
You realize we got some stuff in common? He's the most like the media made so much money off of falsely accusing this guy of, like, you know, well, murder, racism, a bunch of stuff, right? No evidence, and then proven innocent in court.
He compares himself to Kyle Rittenhouse, talking about, you know, media demonization and how the media made him look bad and that's why his career flopped. He didn't do anything wrong. Everything is rumors. People don't understand. People don't form opinions for themselves anymore. Oh, heaven forbid. It's just a little strange. I mean, come on, you know, like you're the nugget and a biscuit guy. Why are you gonna sit here and talk about media demonization? What's also really funny to me is that in this video, Toby talks about how Kyle Rittenhouse had no idea who he was. And I just think, you know, it's funny. It's funny to see the irrelevancy jumping out. So that was a little bit, that was a fun bit. Like I said, this isn't the only controversial video Toby's got going on. He's been making a lot of content for the little Buscuses or biscuits or whatever the hell he calls us 12 fans. But I just want to, let's dive into those too. So this next video he has is all about the media again. He's obsessed with the media and how they're portraying groups of people, particularly Christians. Where? When? When is the media ever talking about Christians? The only people talking about Christians are Christians talking about how the media is demonizing them. The media is not doing anything.
The media, their goal would be to get rid of Christianity because let's say that the old idea of Jesus saving humanity, loving everybody, versus the Antichrist, the anti-Jesus idea of not necessarily, I mean, I guess it's evil in the eyes of Christianity because you can't hurt each other, but in their eyes, as they're very vocal about people that are, you know, atheism comes around every once in a while, and, you know.
I don't know. Show me one news source that is constantly complaining about Christianity in like a mainstream setting. I'm sure there's atheist publications somewhere, right? But those aren't making hits. Those aren't getting clicks. It's kind of useless. Like, it doesn't make any it's a nothing argument. He also goes on to say that the KKK isn't a Christian organization, and I know what he means by that. He's saying that no true Christian would use their religion to justify hate towards another group, and wouldn't hate, period, right? They wouldn't discriminate because of someone's differences in terms of ethnicity or religion, you know, something like that.
They were saying like the KKK was founded by Christians. No. I mean, maybe on paper, but that's, the whole group is completely against the whole religion. The religion literally is like every single human equal.
You can't deny that didn't happen, right? The KKK is based in white supremacy and things like Protestant Christianity and an evangelical revival. So it kind of is a Christian organization. I mean, these white supremacists use their religion to justify their treatment towards people who were different than them. Just because they don't fit your definition of a Christian doesn't mean they don't see themselves as Christian. If they follow the word of God, if they read the Bible, attend church, keep God with them, you know, they pray once a day, twice a day, 8 times a day, as long as they feel that they're fitting the criteria to be a Christian, then they are. So, I don't know, his arguments are just very simplistic, and you will see that going through. These videos only get worse. Somehow they get worse. There was a comment under this video that really summed it up very nicely from a Mr. Good Roosters. So thank you, Mr. Good Roosters. I'm gonna read that now. After this whole KKK bit, he goes back to the media villainization of Christians. I still don't understand his point because Christianity is still the mainstream religion, especially in America. And in politics, there's plenty of Christianity despite secularist trends, right? I know there's a lot of liberals who are atheists, agnostics, whatever, but Christianity is still at the forefront of America. Don't worry about that, Mr. Tobuscus. I would really like for Toby to cite his sources on this argument because I've never seen a piece of media that's condemning Christianity outright. Not in mainstream America. Like, CNN is not talking about Christians going off the rails. I don't think. Maybe they are. I don't know. But I would like Toby to cite his sources. I know Toby knows how to cite his sources because he and I went to the same university. That used to be something that I wanted to flex. I really wanted to go to the University of Florida exactly for that reason as a kid. Not because my family went here, not because it's a great school, but because Tobuscus, Mr. Toby Turner, graduated from this school. And now I don't really see that as a flex. I don't talk about it anymore because I don't want to be associated with him in any capacity. Except I guess I will now because of this video. But, you know, it's fine because there's other celebrities that went to the University of Florida that I can brag about instead, right? It's great to be a Florida Gator. It's great to be a Florida Gator. Anyways, the takeaway from those two videos is that he makes these really simplistic arguments and overlooks so much. He doesn't seem to think that authority can be corrupt, and he gives way too much credit to institutions like religion and the justice system to not oppress people or not actively work against people who are marginalized. That just comes from a very privileged point of view, right? And if he saw this video, he would fucking flip his shit, me calling him privileged, right? But that's what it is. When you exist in a world where systems have been made for you and work for you every time because you're a white, cis, straight man, then you're not gonna see how it's impacting other people who the system actively oppresses. Besides these videos, he's got a couple where he speaks on LGBTQ+ topics. So why don't we hear what Professor Toby has to say? So his videos largely deal with trans issues, which I think is funny because he has no right to speak out on what trans people are experiencing in any capacity. He invalidates trans people and, you know, possibly life-saving gender-affirming surgeries and procedures.
Even the children of today are smarter than the Einsteins of the past. The child can look inside and be like, hey, no, I'm a Pegasus. Be like, how do you know? Because I'm a Pegasus. How do you know though? Because I was a Pegasus in my head and I look down and I'm not a Pegasus, but I am. Have you been a Pegasus before? Yes. When? Now. You think now that you are a Pegasus now? Yes, I am a Pegasus now. And what makes you have the identifying things of the word Pegasus that defines the thing that you're identifying on? Yeah, not on the outside. Okay, on the inside you do. Yeah, so how do you even know what a Pegasus feels like? Because I'm a Pegasus.
Talking about how back in my day there were only 2 genders and children shouldn't want to chop their penises off. Does it affect you? No, it doesn't.
Back in my day, we would walk uphill in flip-flops with our willies intact.
If a kid grows up and realizes, hey, I'm not comfortable the way I am right now, I need to change something in order to have a happy, meaningful, fulfilled life, why does that involve Mr. Buscus at all in any way, shape, or form? It doesn't. So just go lick more boots and ignore what trans kids are doing. Like, that's not your concern. He also doesn't seem to know the difference between gender and sexuality. He thinks that being cis means you're straight, when you can be cis and gay, cis and lesbian, cis and bisexual, cis and any form of queer, right? Or questioning.
You know, someone who is cisgender, I just feel like, because every straight person is cisgender, but okay, maybe there's some kind of weird wordplay trick where that's not an accurate statement, but every straight person in history up until we discovered there was more than 2 genders a couple years ago, you know. And okay, maybe it was several years ago. And
the 2 are not the same. I don't even know what to say about this clip. I just want to put that in. I just want to put this one in.
Cis is the least masculine syllable in the English language. Okay, maybe. I guess gay would be maybe even less masculine than cis.
Do with this one what you will. I also want to say this little fairy emoji in the title, it's a little on the nose, Mr. Buscus. It's a little overt. So thank you for being the comedian that you are. Don't quit your day job. He also blames acceptance culture and diversity on Russia.
I think we're being I think we're kind of being divided on purpose by some other country maybe, you know, because that's what the media has said for years. It's like disinformation campaigns, and then all of a sudden we're like dividing each other more than ever, and we think that our own people are the enemy. No.
I don't really know anymore. I was up until 2 a.m. doing the research for this video and scripting it all out and everything, and I gave up. I couldn't, at that point, I was done. In closing, Mr. Toby is not up to anything worthwhile. If you were wondering, you know, what he's been up to in the years since you stopped watching him, you're not missing anything. Unless you really like Fox News or want to feel like you're having a conversation with your grandparents in Thanksgiving, maybe just don't check his channel out. I don't know. It's just gonna make you depressed. The nostalgia trip is not, it's not hitting. There is no nostalgia whatsoever. It's just blatant transphobia and racism. I've learned a big lesson from this video, and that is to never meet your heroes, because they all turn out to be bootlickers. So I think that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, thank you so much. Please feel free to let me know with a like or a comment or whatever you feel like doing. If you didn't enjoy my video, here you go. This one, it's on the house. No matter what, I hope I'm back with some more content soon, because I know it's been a while, and if I lose inspiration and don't come back in a short amount of time, I'll see you in 2 years. Anyways, just wanted to say, stay safe, thank you for watching, and go Gators! Bye everybody.